in 1987, you tell them that they the police, and in 1992 they said, just trust me. Just trust me. Sure, I trust you. It's like everybody else. I'm telling you, boss man and threw everything but the kitchen sink, including the kitchen sink. It haven't had no effect. Can you imagine everything they threw, it worked, and it still ain't nothing? So rot foot, you get it. Blood clots, you got it all. And it still ain't nothing. Why? Because of psychological warfare. So we said we'll do it on him. Psychological guerrilla warfare. Did it work? Look, I'm going to close with this. It don't make no difference what nobody say. I know that right here in this masjid is the main spot in the United States. Not only because of forecasting ability and all that, which if it's just forecasting, how often are we correct? How often are we correct? How often is anybody else, they ain't never right. Can you imagine somebody that ain't never right about nothing? And then the other people who don't say nothing wrong, but you know, because Allah is the only one that ain't never, but just on the surface, right? If they outline this is what's going to happen, and it happens over and over and over and over again. It don't make no difference whether it's Iran, whether it's in Lebanon, whether it's Saudi, it don't make no difference. It happens like that. That means that's a blessing, man. That's we living in a time and they can do what they want. Everybody else, they can, I'm not saying they can go to hell or anything like that. But we doing what we know is right. If everybody helps, that's fine. If they don't, that's their fault. They miss this wonderful opportunity. Shoot, it ain't no 2 or 3 people in world history that got a chance to fight boss man face to face, except prophets and messengers. And it don't bother them. It don't bother them. I'm telling you. I would like to try to explain it to people how nice it is, but it don't look nice to everybody. They think, I wouldn't want that to happen to me. I wouldn't want that to, I said, that's why you ain't gonna never have no fun. You're gonna die a civil servant, whatever they call the people. You're gonna die a civil servant working for the government. Do you know the boringest people in the world and the slowest, the civil servants? They're not smart. They go get these big degrees and they go downtown to get a job. Those jobs make you dumb. White folks say you get, if you work in one of those jobs, you get 20 experiences, you get 1 year of experience, 20 years over. In other words, but out in the dunya, you get new experiences all the time, right? But if you work down there, you're gonna get 1 year of experience over and over and over again. You're not gonna go any higher. You're gonna die as a flat-footed policeman or something, or some idiot. They're idiots. Can you imagine? I'm gonna close with this. Can you imagine? They got DC, they got Oakland, they got LA, they got San Diego, Sacramento, they got all of them is the police, all of them working against me. And I'm having the best time in the world. Something's going on. And they can't do nothing. Can you imagine? All of them can't do anything. When it says they think they all right in chaos, but they're thankful and grateful, can you imagine how grateful it is to see all of that all the time? Hey, man, I'll close with this. And this is personal. This is a problem I always had with, if I got rich, I wanted everybody to be rich. If I got adventure, you know, Africa, all that, that's adventure. South America, you know, the little tension with smuggling and, you know, you get some, you make sure your delivery go through, that makes you feel kind of, not good, but pretty good, right? It's an adventure, right? I don't understand why nobody wants it. I don't want, no. I want, what is it they call it? Give them, not peace of mind, because it ain't peace of mind. It's some type of stability where you can count the next paycheck is coming from here. Well, it's not bad that you don't know where every paycheck is going to come. It's all right to be a little, That's trust. That's what faith is, right? Just like we're going to raise all this money. I'm pretty sure we're going to raise it. If not, so what? I sleep on the little thing anyway, you know. I'm trying to say is, we got a lot we can do right now. We should do that. We should take a chance on Boss Man. Bump Boss Man. Shoot. Bump Boss Man. Hey, man. I don't know what he gives Negroes. Huh? He done scared them pretty bad, huh?
Bump Trump.
Bump Trump. Hey, man. I like Don. Don is a cartoon character. He's really a cartoon character. You know, I'd like to just go up to Don and pull his bald head and pull his hair back so they can see that big bald spot. But I'm gonna close with this. On my birthday, I don't know if I mentioned it to y'all, I got a call from a guy. The last time I saw him was in Germany in 1971. It was wintertime, because I was gonna make a comeback in 1972. So this was after Christmas, getting close to New Year. So on New Year's Day, I'm flying back over this way, you know, Mexico, and I'm saying I'm gonna make a comeback. Technically, I did. And they stole all of the clothes, you know, I had all of the suits, and he was saying, he was traveling with me. We were staying with his mother, stepfather. They were both sergeants in the Air Force in Germany. In fact, they was in Cape Town, Kaiserslautern. So we left, Copenhagen, Cuban House, and we went down to Germany for Christmas. And I liked it because in the house I saw old-fashioned oatmeal, you know, powder puff, you know, the old Quaker oats and stuff that you used to see here. And they had a lot of old blues stuff, and I played it, and you know, and I was losing a lot of stuff. That love for materialism. You know, in Germany they had a big Grand 600s, you know, Mercedes with 2 sunroofs, and I was gonna get one, of course, but I didn't, because I was losing that desire. When we came back to the train station, because the car blew up, and we got a ride to the train station, the guy, I haven't seen him since 1971, called me the other day. Of course, I know who he was. He called me. I ain't seen him since 1971. Hey, man, it's me. It's you. Well, who was that? Remember at Hamburg, we was at the train station in 1971? I said, yeah. That's when I made a comeback. And my kids was asking me, who was that? I said, this guy, you know. I said, you remember the man I was telling you that had the real long, natural, and he was a nice looking guy, and the white women would walk up to him and pull his hair because they know that hair can't stand out like that. You know, they want to know whether it was real. And I used to travel, I said, boy, your head gonna start hurting the world in a little while if white folks keep pulling, because you know their hair falls down. It cannot. But, and I imagine by that time, the natural is the style. I mean, and the niggas is going crazy. They got it, this thing was, I mean, it was there, you know, and unbelievable, and it just stayed, you know, and just stayed, and the white folks would walk by. I'd see them too. They'd look at each other, they'd look at his hair, and he'd just be walking along. Then they'd just pull his hair and run, you know, just pull his hair. They think they go running off with a handful of hair, they ain't run off with his hair still there. But anyway, that person called me. Boss man been on my case since before I left this country. And everybody I met when I traveled was the police. And they was policing then. No, they was police. One in Copenhagen, a guy. He was one of my brother's friends from Oakland. He was there. And he gave me numbers. Just call any number, call the number you want to call. Then when you get to digit 10, da-da-da-da. That's the FBI. I was calling the FBI. You know what I mean? The CIA, whoever it was, I know. Now I know. I didn't know then. I thought I was doing something slick. And then the guys would leave you, they'd have wife and kids, and they'd leave you with their white wife, and they'd go off and be gone, and y'all just be there. I said, what kind of guy, what kind of people is this? That's when I realized people get married. All these people around here, they married, divorced. It don't count. They don't care. When they have children, you can see how they keep their children. They don't care. They don't care. Marriage is a business. It's part of their job. The government hook them up. The government put them together like the people being there. The government put them people. You can tell. They hook them together. There's been several people come through here. You see what I mean? What I'm trying to say is we have survived, let's just call it 50 years. The happiest 50 years I've ever had in my life. 50 happy years. Why? It's boss man. Boss man is, Allah is at the root of everything, but boss man is the physical reason. He does what he does to you, and it either knocks you out or you get bigger and smarter and better, right? He can't stop doing what he do, and he keep doing it, and you get smarter and better. Pretty soon, you're smarter than him. Yeah, because he can only go for, he got a system of notches and circles and buttons he push. And pretty soon, he'll do everything in his arsenal. You can see when he do it, he has to go back and start all over again. And he start doing little childish stuff again that he did 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Why? Because he ran out of stuff. And he only has one choice, is what the Quran said, martyrdom or victory. He could finish you off, but if he give you 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, or 30 years to talk about it and point at him, that's boss man. That's boss man over there. If you see this, that's boss man, right? And the fool give you all of that time, finish. So he's finished. Ain't nothing he can do. That's what's happening now. Boss man is trapped. Just like Don and them and all of them, they're trapped by their own history. And if we do what we should do. Did you want to mention anything about
No, we just gotta get it done.
Okay.
I mean, other than.
Or did you have anything to say about these are like
Just, it's just the first half is through March 31st. Of course, some of them are taxed at different rates. because of how DC rates a tax rate per a different property, right? So some of them have a tax rate of 0.85, most of them, but some of them, like the Masjid building, you know, like this here is rated as a commercial building, right, which is taxed.
Well, it's rated as a commercial type, but see, the reason it's rated like this is because we don't have occupancy permit.
Yeah.
If we know, okay. I've talked to him many times.
Okay.
If this, soon as we get money, we will have exit signs. We'll move all that stuff out of there. We'll have the people come, like the fire marshal would come, and he inspects the building.
Well, I think a little more than that. Like we need to, like, because even if we try to invoke homestead or senior citizen, that could only be for like one of the properties. But because all the properties are in the name of Masjid Al-Islam, you can't evoke. Now I've seen the DC, I don't know when they made a change, but
they made that change 3-4 years ago.
Okay, so we can't, because it's in the name of a corporation cannot evoke homestead or senior citizen. If it's in an individual citizen's name, like if it's in your name, your government name, or what, then you could evoke that.
Well, what about if it's a non-profit organization?
That's where I was going to go. So I don't know what is where is the non-profit? Where is the status of the non-profit? Is it still good relative to the federal government? And then
and this is the federal government, and then we got the DC. This is registered as a foreign corporation from California.
Okay.
So since '96, we've been registered here as a foreign corporation. I can get all that paperwork for you.
I need that, but not just it is a form. Okay, so how I've done 501c3s before is you first of all you get the designation in your whatever state whatever.
We got
state
that right.
Then you send that to the feds.
We got that.
And then the feds go through their process, and then sometimes it takes them up to a year. I've seen it take sometimes longer. They say, okay, yes, you are 501c3, right? Then on a yearly basis, we have to still send in some filings to them to keep it current. Like you have to send in like something to them
we filed a thing in the state of California.
Okay, but if you still have to file something with the Fed, from my understanding, because we have for our 501c3.
Okay, but maybe ours is a little different. We got, it's called, what y'all talking about is a 990 something or other.
I can't remember the exact tax form.
Okay.
Don't quote me on the exact tax form, but I just know that yes, you do file something with the state, and then you file something with the Fed. But if we can show that, hey, this building here is a religious organization, because DC will automatically exempt the taxation for religious organizations, educational organizations, some community-based organizations. So I'm thinking, like DC hadn't told me we could, but say for example, this building would be the religious organization.
Sure.
We could have, like the school could be A Street, like whatever the properties that have the bigger taxes, we could designate certain ones, but we just have to make sure that we can take the paperwork that you have and make sure DC has it, make sure it's compliant. And they may still want to do a inspection. I can't say.
What I was talking about, the inspection, the building itself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They still.
The building itself does not have
a certificate of occupancy.
Don't have one.
Okay, so
That's the only problem with the building. This building. That's why it costs so much.
Yeah, and you and I talked about that to get the status. They were going to come in and we talked about that like last year.
Right, but the only thing is, we would have to, all the little
it's stuff
things have to be closed in. All the stuff have to be hooked up. All of this stuff have to be, you can't have those wires sticking out. all of those things. And we have been able to do that because every time we get ready to do something like that, boss man comes and snatches up the money. No, that's where the $100,000 went. Remember, we was raising $100,000 and we're gonna get to $1 million. And we had a put bar on, we call it 10%.
10% rule. Yeah.
Like
the 10% rule.
10% rule, yeah. Okay, something like that. It meant that once
you reach 10% of
yeah, if we talking about $1 million, that sounds nice. But you have nothing, so it's a dream. But once you get $100,000, now this is, when we get 10% of something, we feel like we'll go to rest. As soon as we got that 10%, boop, they gave that money to, with no paperwork. That's why we can't lose our case. With no paperwork. Right. They just gave it to them. Yeah. And we have them in the trial that would be 2 years ago asking them, the lawyer is asking, what paperwork do you have? They said you had a piece of paper that said, the piece of paper they had, you can get that piece of paper anywhere. You go down to the state and you say, I want a statement of information. All it has is a statement of information. It don't mean nothing. Anybody can get that, right? They use that to do everything else. But remember, the government was telling them what to do. You know, what they told him was he don't have a board of directors because my brother had died and my sister had passed away. And so when I went to the state, they got a little phony piece of paper. I said, where's our original document that says my brother and my sister on there? We never seen that before. The only one can do that is the government. But all of that we can prove. That's why everything that they have done, we're just gonna float home free. Because they have broken, first of all, accounts. You can't go on nobody's account. And they just gave them $100,000. Not only that, they don't have the money. And to sell other property, like our property out there, they just went and sold it. The government didn't give them the money because they're niggas. But they pretended to sell it to make us mad and to make us nervous. But it hadn't have worked, okay? So, that means we'll just sue the title company instead of suing the Negroes that don't have the money.